Hi everyone, it's Bella, your host from Cooking with Kids Kitchen, and today I'm going to be introducing you to our special guests, Shalini and Sonal, and they're going to teach us how to make delicious and nutritious salad.
Hi everyone, my name is Sonal.
And my name is Shalini, and we're super excited to make this recipe with you all.
We're so excited to have you guys here. So what are you going to be making today?
So today I'm going to be making a bean salad.
And what are you going to be making?
I'm going to be making a yummy salsa to go along with that bean salad.
That sounds delicious. But first, let's grab hand sanitizer so we can clean our hands before we start cooking. And we made sure we have on our masks. So now that we have that done, let's get on with the video.
For the ingredients, you'll need 2 cups of corn, 2 cups of beans, lime, red bell pepper, onion, chips, and tortilla, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1/4 teaspoon salt, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. For the salsa, you'll need lime juice, half diced onion, tomatoes, and 1/2 cup of cilantro, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper and salt.
Alright, so this recipe involves 2 steps. While I'm making the bean salad, Shalini is going to be making the salsa. But don't worry, this is a really quick recipe. To begin with, I wanted to mention that I'm going to be using canned beans, which means they're already cooked and I've drained them and I have them set out in front of me. I also wanted to mention that these are organic canned beans, which is really important when you're going out grocery shopping. But in addition to that, you can also use raw beans, which you can soak the night before and then boil and make the day after. Now I'll be adding 2 cups of black beans. The lovely noise. 2 cups of kidney beans. And while I'm mixing this up, Bella, do you mind making the dressing for the salad?
Sure, I can do that.
Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of corn, canned corns. Get every little piece out. Some chopped up onion. These are red onions. And then lastly, I'm going to be adding some diced up red bell pepper. I'm using red bell pepper, but you guys can use whatever type of bell pepper you have at home or would like. So that means you can use green, yellow, or even orange bell pepper. And lastly, I'm going to add a little bit of cilantro just for that extra punch of flavor.
So now for the dressing, I'm going to be whisking up 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, but you can use any vinegar that you like. Then I'm going to be using a tablespoon of olive oil. You can add a little bit extra. And then I'm going to be adding juice of a lime. I'm going to be adding a pinch of pepper and a pinch of salt.
You can go ahead and Alright, so you can go ahead and mix up the dressing and then pour it all over the bean salad and blend that all up, okay?
This looks delicious.
Smells great too.
So Shalini, do you know anything about beans?
There are actually so many different types of beans, over 40,000 varieties in the world, and those include black beans, kidney beans, red beans, chickpeas, and on and on.
That is so interesting. I didn't know that.
And you know what else is amazing about this recipe? Is that it has so many health benefits. For example, the corn that we used is a great source of fiber. It's high in iron, magnesium, and various other vitamins. Additionally, all the beans that we used are also high in fiber, B vitamins, and it's also a great source of protein.
This looks delicious and I cannot wait to try it. Let's check on Shalini to see how she's doing with salsa.
So for the salsa, we really like to use fresh tomatoes. So right here, I have 4 freshly cut tomatoes, and we're just going to put that in a bowl. And then we're going to use some diced tomatoes. So we have diced onions. So we have 1/2 diced onion. Today we're using red onions, but you can also use yellow onions if you have that. So I'm just going to put that in here as well. Bella, if you don't mind passing me the lime juice, I'm going to also add some freshly squeezed lime juice here.
Here you go.
Thank you. Then we're going to add some cilantro. So I love cilantro, so I'm going to add this whole thing in here. But if you don't like cilantro, you can use any herb that you like. And it's important to know that these tomatoes are packed with vitamin C. And in addition to that, this cilantro is super healthy for you. It helps your heart health, it helps your brain health, and it really helps you fight infection by boosting your immune system. So we're just gonna mix all of this, and we're gonna add a pinch of pepper and a pinch of salt as well.
So Shalini, do you have any food scraps?
Actually, I do. Let me pull them.
We cannot forget to compost these food scraps, otherwise they will go into the landfills.
Hey guys, so before we get started, I wanted to mention that the cups we're going to be using today are biodegradable cups and they're made from corn. Isn't that so cool?
That is so cool. I love finding new ways to use things without destroying our planet.
And it's important to make right choices, especially during this time, to keep ourselves healthy.
Alright, so now that we're on to trying this recipe, I wanted to also mention that this recipe is really great because you can have it in multiple different ways. So right here I have some tortilla chips and some soft tortillas. So that means you can eat this bean salad by itself, as a dip for chips, or as a soft taco, a plant-based taco, because who doesn't like tacos?
I love tacos.
Awesome, let's try some.
Because I love chips, I'm gonna make myself little nachos. So I'm gonna take my chips, I'm gonna put a little bit of beans on top, and then I'll be putting in some salsa. This smells delicious, I cannot wait to try it. So now for the taste test. This is so delicious and so crunchy.
So I decided to enjoy this bean salad and salsa as a taco. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this soft shell tortilla and I'm gonna move right over here to the bean salad. Ooh, it smells so good. I'm gonna put a little bit of it in here. And then I'm gonna top it off with some of this delicious looking salsa. I can smell the cilantro. Ooh, I'm so excited. Now for a taste test. Mmm, so good.
So I think I'm just gonna have mine plain by itself. Let's have a little scoop right here. So let's do 2 scoops because this is looking really good. And I'm gonna use my little biodegradable spork. Let's see. Wow. This is really good, guys.
Wow, this was amazing. Thank you guys so much for being with me today.
Well, thank you so much for having us here today.
And we had a lot of fun making this recipe. We really hope you guys do too.
See you guys next time.
Bye.